let's look at a calendar. Okay, so I'm going to look at a calendar one, and I think I'm actually going to open a different project to do that one. Okay, so some of you, I'll go ahead and open that layout, but I will switch projects. So some of you might have special calendar requirements that you run into. So in this example, I'm going to touch on two that we've bumped into over the years more than once. So we have certainly sometimes where we have projects where we have wildlife restrictions. So it could be things like caribou or certain owls or bird species, etc., that migrate through the area that you're running your project in, and your team is not allowed to disturb them. So some of your activities may not be allowed to take place at that time. Okay, so I'll go ahead and open these projects, and I'll explain the way that you could model this very easily. So what we've done in this project is we've got some activities that we have said could have wildlife restrictions on them. They don't necessarily have them because it could depend on times of year, etc. So we've identified this in the template that we built for the drilling. So these ones could get wildlife restrictions, and these ones could get weather restrictions. So a weather restriction might be road bans. So in where we live, because it gets cold at certain times of year, and we have concerns about heavy equipment on the road, we get road bans. So we have times where we are not allowed to do certain things, including transporting heavy equipment. So you might have a calendar that you want to build to show those sorts of restrictions. So for example, if I open this one up, let me see where I put them in. Maybe I put them in 2022. Let me use the wildlife one instead. Okay, so you can see here that I've got a non-work, meaning no work will progress in November or December because of the wildlife restrictions. So what that lets me do is I can put in a flag at the project saying, yes, this project is going to be subjected to wildlife restrictions. And maybe this second project as well will be subjected to wildlife restrictions. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to ask P6-Calculator to go and find those activities in the project that have the true on it, in this case these ones here, and go ahead and change them automatically. Okay, so that way I don't have to open all the projects and I don't have to start changing the calendars. This is going to do it automatically. Okay, so again, if you've been in that kind of work where you've got these special calendars that come into place sometimes but not others, this can save you a lot of time. Okay, so it's done it. It's gone ahead and it's switched these calendars and the B2 project as well, these ones, but it didn't change B3, it didn't change B4. And of course, to see the impacts of that, you just reschedule your work, and it will go ahead and it will make the changes appropriately. So it just moved things out of the work zone because of those impacts. So again, just a small thing, but if you have to do that on hundreds of projects and hundreds of activities, this can save you a tremendous amount of time. Okay, and so just another small little utility that we've deployed for our clients that save a lot of time.